Like what?
Y'all, I'm so scared for Shay right now. Oh my god, people are doing crazy, absolutely crazy crap. Crazy. This is. I'm so worried for his characters. They just doing stupid shit left and right, honestly. Like, this is just such a bad idea. I just feel like this is not gonna end well unless some, like, really random shit happens. Oh, I think I'm, like, halfway through this. Oh, God. This is... Okay, so... reading vlog time. So, I read the rest of Jade War. So, I finished this now. And... like... what... I am always worried for Shay and Andon. Oh my god, like, and just, and Hilo's kind of a, like, this book made me dislike Hilo so much more. So yeah, like, in this world, it's two family, like, basically, like, two families, well, they're clans, right, but, like, family-run clans that are, warring with each other in one country. But then in this book it goes more like these clans are basically trying to get more funds for their war with each other, and so it ends up becoming more of an international thing. Ooh, of like they're doing business in other countries and stuff, and there's a whole lot of, like, those countries don't like them really, but then they also don't like those countries. Like, it's very, there's a lot of, like, I guess what you call it, racism in this world. So people are haters as hell, but I mean, I guess that's kind of normal. But then yeah, like, everybody's just going through it. Everybody's just going through it. And I is still from the other side, the mountain clan, because it's the No Peaks versus the mountain clan. So, but Ida is in charge of the mountain, and she is. I feel like she's playing chess while these motherfuckers are playing checkers. To be honest, like, I don't see how they're gonna bring this around. Like, literally, like, what I think I've read like 2 villain monologues by this woman. She just she comes, she threatens, she monologues. She literally is doing, like, villain monologues, and I'm like, and bragging about how she's basically dancing circles around these motherfuckers, and I'm like, dude. I mean, it's not that she hasn't had casualties on her side, but I feel like she has more of a business mind than, like, they do. So I'm just like, if it's a matter of who's gonna run out of funds first, she's not gonna run out of money before they do. But they are definitely, you know, but a lot of people are seeing the end. Like, oh my god, these people throw their lives away like it's nothing, like a tissue. Like a dirty tissue. Like, please. I feel like I'm more worried for them sometimes than they are. And then, oh my god, fucking Andon. I'm always worried for Andon. And he's over here, like, basically had a situationship. And he's over here getting wrapped up about a situationship, brother. This was not even a serious relationship, honestly. Like, the other dude is straight up telling you it's not that serious anyways. But, like, I'm just like, come on, man. I don't know. I'm just oh my god. And but this one also had, like, the intense ending again, like the first one did, and I'm just like, where I was just like, oh my god, yo. I could tell it wasn't gonna go smoothly. I mean, that was a pretty obvious, and, like, people just really like to play with fire, man. They're risking it all just because you want people to see you in a different light than what it is, and just not wanting to accept their situation, really. Oh my god. But, so yeah, when they say war, they mean war. It's like clan war. Clan war. and it is an ugly time. An ugly time. But these characters, man, these characters. And I like Hilo less and less. I don't like him as the pillar. I do not like Hilo as the pillar. That's my 2 cents. Like, I liked him more when he was just Horn and just doing whatevs. At least I think he was a Horn. Like, you know. Anyways. That's that. After that, I somehow managed to, like, read more. Last night, I got, like, significantly further in the arc of that I have, Where Dreams Fall, I think. So, that one is a dark romantasy, and we definitely got to the dark part now. Like, it took me a little bit to get, like, invested, but now that I'm, like, at, like, the 40% mark, I think, is when I got, like, so much more into it. Because that's when everything that they're talking about starts becoming reality. And so, like, now that things have picked up, I'm just like, oh, shit. I was in there like, oh, my God. Because, like, they don't know. And so you're finding out, like, the characters in that book are, like, finding everything out at one time with you. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm shooketh right along with you. Like, nobody knew this shit was coming. And then, but then it, like, this book is giving me, like, such whiplash now because it's like, I don't, just, it's so unexpected. Like, I mean, I don't even know. Because, okay, this is, like, you know, it's a romantasy book, but it's like, this is the book that I was talking about before, where they have elves on one side and then elves on the other side, like, ones that are giving people nightmares and then ones that are giving people dreams. But the elves live in the clouds, which is crazy, and, like, the clouds are always, like, covering up the earth. But then, Earth, I don't even know. Maybe it's not considered Earth. This is fantasy world, but, you know, it's covering up the human world. And, like, they're doing all this, and she's, like, seeing one of them in her dreams. Which, it was obvious that she was gonna see him later in the story. But I kind of didn't expect it to be like this. I don't know what I was expecting, but, I have to say, it's turning out to be a pleasant surprise. But I also feel like there's about to be more fuckery. Also, I really hate the High Priestess. Oh my God, dude. She sucks. I hate her. If you read this, you'll understand. But man, like, at first I was not as into it because the main character, like, I feel like there was a lot of, like, you know, explaining over and over and over that she just wants to be a good person. I'm like, we got it. I understand. You can just do it now. You can just do the thing. You want to be a good person, just be a good person. You don't need to keep saying it. But now that we're, like, more into the story and shit is happening and we're getting reveals of what's happening, I'm more into it. And now she's getting now we're getting to the romance part where she has to, like, date elves. This is the most craziest selection process for a queen ever. But now she's been set as the queen. But yeah, but they don't tell the humans shit. They really don't tell the humans shit, and they're really just treating the humans like their ants. That rude as hell. If the humans decide your fate's like this, and decide so much shit too, then why are you literally, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more because it is a dark romantasy. So I'm like, what else the hell is about to happen? Because I feel like even though the queen has been selected, that they're not gonna be nice to the queen. I feel like it's about to be like, you know, fake nice for a little bit and then fuckery. They're elves, but I feel like this is gonna be some, like, fey ass fuckery. That's kind of what I'm expecting. But I think I'm like over 50% now. Let's see. Yeah, I got past the 50% mark last night. I'm 54% in. So yeah, it's getting significantly more interesting. And I'm kind of like, I had to make myself sleep, otherwise I could have kept going. But so, pleasantly surprised that this is turned around. Yeah, I got past the setup, I guess. But that's that. And then, there's one more book. I knew there was something I was forgetting. I also started reading Graceless Heart. I've been listening to the audiobook and I'm halfway through that now, I think. But that was one of the ones that I have on my I think it was 2026 list of books. And yeah, I'm like halfway through that, and all I have to say is that that I really have to say is that that book is reminding me of The Familiar like so much. It's like the same kind of setup of like there's magic in the world, and they the people that are in charge, it's religion, it's that theme of religion versus magic, and the church wanting to control everything, because this one's also about like trying to appease the Pope in the end. But then this one, no, I guess it's kind of the same too. This one has like basically our main character won the challenge for a sculptor, for like a sculpting job, and she did it to get her brother out of jail. But then the family that was basically putting on this thing to find a sculptor, like, they basically kidnapped her, and they're just like, oh, whatever, worthless humans. She's so mad. I'm like, I'm with you, Ravenna. Like, that's foul. So yeah, she's really sassy, and she's like, well, I got demands. And I'm like, yes, girl, you should, because that's some bullshit. So I feel like where The Familiar spends more time on like the trials and all of that. This one is, the trial part happened immediately, and now we're on to like, what the fuck does this family want with you, and why they kidnap you, and it's a lot more we don't give a fuck, and we do what we want, and she's just trying to like, make sure her family is like accounted for and safe, because she don't trust these motherfuckers. And I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't, because they're assholes. This is immoral family, a bunch of assholes, and they're like, oh, we have to deal with these humans. But at the same time, like, the main character, she has magic too, but she's not supposed to. Like, it's very much will burn you at the stake type stuff for being a witch, which same as the other one, because I think that one was like, The Familiar's like set in Spain, and this one's like set in Italy. It's more Italian. Ametista, don't do it. Ametista! Ametista, don't do it. Hey, Stimps! Settle down. Settle down, Stimpy. Ametista, no! Settle down. But anyways, so I'm gonna see how this book ends. But yeah, I'm like halfway through, and yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I found it on Hoopla even, because it came out in like January. And I feel like it's hard sometimes to find like newer releases on Hoopla. Like, it has to be out for a little bit. So that was interesting, but I'm mad at it, and so I'm gonna try to finish that probably next, because I have that on audiobook. So I'm probably gonna finish that next, and then I also picked up, like, because now that I finished Jade War, I also picked up the third book from the library, Jade Legacy. And so I'm like, do I start that? Part of me feels like I need a little break from that world before I jump back in. So I might read like one more book and then come back to that, because it's so intense. That world is just so intense, man. It's so intense. I think I gave that 4 stars. So, but yeah, there's just a lot of characters and a lot of shit happening, but so we'll see, but I think I'm probably gonna end up finishing Where Dreams Fall this week, and Graceless Heart. That's the plan. So anyways, listen to these audiobooks while I play more Pokopia. need the next one immediately. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so quick updates. I finished reading Where Dreams Fall, and I know in the beginning I was like, oh, I don't know about this, and it kind of wasn't grabbing me, but then I got like kind of through the setup, I guess, and then oh my god, I was so obsessed with that. I like it went is fast paced, but then like the relationships, like the romance in it, like I'm into it, and then just like the action, I'm into it. Oh my god. I mean, okay, I will say, MC, Alicia, I'm not really sure how to say her name, but she not the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, like she has a lot of heart, but I don't. She ran some math in her head and came up with a different answer than I did about where she will fit in this situation. So, I was just kind of like, I see how you thought that, but the math was not mathing. I came up with the real answer. Oh my god. And oh my god, I was just it gets dark. It gets very dark. Like, this is not a soft squishy read by any means. There's some messed up stuff in there. There's very messed up stuff in there. And like at the end of it I was just like, oh my god, because like it's like everything comes together just to like fall apart again. And what a ride. That book was such a ride. It gave me like, oh my god, so much whiplash. Like, oh shit. I gave it 4.5. Like, other than the beginning, like, I need the second one immediately. I need the second one immediately, and the first one's not even out. But by the time that I'm gonna post this, like, it'll be out this week. It'll be out this week. It'll be out. Am I gonna list it today or tomorrow? It might be. It's either out today or tomorrow. It's gonna be March 31st. So, yes. If you're interested in this, I would pick that up. But that it was I'm into it. I mean, it's not like the best book ever, but if you like fast-paced stuff like how I do and you're just like into like drama and stuff, oh my god, it's just intense. It's so intense. But anyways, so yeah, I finished that one. So I also finished listening to the audiobook of Graceless Heart, and like that one also was kind of unexpected. Like, I did not expect the answer to what they are, because like there's immortals in this, and like the whole time I'm kind of guessing, like I have an idea in the back of my head what they might be, but they do tell you what they are, and I did not expect that. I straight up did not expect that. And just, oh my god, like this one, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain this. Like, I was like, oh, that's what happened? Oh, okay. But I mean, yeah, it's the same shit of like magic versus like the corruption of the church and all of that, because yeah, oh my god, the Pope has got shit in his closet in this book, and then um well, a lot, honestly. A lot of this shit just happened because of that asshole in this book. Like, he is not great in this book. But that's kind of par for the course. Sometimes, the history is not great. But, yeah, I didn't realize that this is part of a quartet. And then, it's like, but this was like a finished story, so I guess there's gonna be like more like historically based ones, because yeah, there's a lot of talk of like, oh no, her family's gonna get like excommunicated, like they get threatened to be excommunicated, and that's like basically like you'll be like let out from like religion controls their life so much that to be excommunicated from the church is to like not be part of your community anymore. Like they will, you're not just excommunicated from the church, you're like excommunicated from your community. And everything, like basically sound like you're gonna get condemned to be like a leper, like the status of like an untouchable person, because you're gonna get whatever they got, even though it's just that, you know, they were being blackmailed. There's so much blackmail in this. Oh my god, like there's like this and that and blah 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 and so many secrets, and it was kind of intense on that end. Like I was like, oh, like shit, dude. But you know, it's the typical power grab type stuff and how it's affecting other people's lives, and how, you know, the people in charge are treating the people that are not in charge like trash, honestly. And just, you know, you're a means to an end. And the whole time, like, our main character is also having to deal with, like, she has magic that's like, she could get burned at the stake for that. Um, it's not great. It's just not great. It's not a great time to be in that world. But, I think I gave this one like a 3. It was not like my favorite book ever. It was kind of, oh, I gave it 3.5. Like, it's, I feel like it's just kind of hard to explain. Like, it's, like, I wouldn't say it had like the most like turns and thrills. This one's more of like a emotional, like she was trying to get Severino to like see his like human side, and to like, you know, yeah, you're an immortal, but like that doesn't mean you need to like act like you have no heart and all this. Like there's a lot of talk of that, of like well, I mean, like, cuz his family sent him on like a mission of seduction to like get her to comply with what they wanted, because she's kind of stubborn. She's very stubborn, and I appreciate that about her. And he, like, you know, and if it turns into that kind of story of like, okay, now it's for real, for real. But so I mean, there's just like a lot of talk of like, you know, what it is to be human and stuff like that. So this one kind of goes like deep on in those kinds of topics. So, you know, it's a little bit more of a, like, what does it mean to be human type of conversations and stuff. I felt like there was more of that than like the plot was kind of slower, because we were diving into those kinds of things. So like, you know, this one's the opposite of the one. It's not super fast paced, but you know, there's also some stuff going on, so it's not like nothing. Also the audiobook, like the lady had like an Italian accent that was reading the book, and so it kind of like, you know, I feel like it really did kind of help you to be like, to help you kind of see that setting. It kind of helped me see that setting in my head a little bit more, I feel like. But you know, if you're also not used to like hearing that kind of accent, it might make it a little bit more difficult for you, I guess. Yeah, like I feel like it could be, because it, like, in some places it is kind of like maybe a little thick sounding. So, you know, if you're not, if that's like a problem for you, where like if something's not in your normal stuff and you have a hard time listening to it, you might, I don't know, like, you know, I mean, for me it's not a problem, but like I could see how it could be a problem for some people. But you know, that's just, for me it was good. Like, it helped me kind of visualize more like, oh yeah, they're in like fake magical Italy, basically. So like, yeah, that's kind of like the difference between like the Familiars kind of set in Spain and during the Spanish Inquisition, and this one's like, but make it Italy, basically. So yeah, and the focus of it's a little different. But yeah, if you like that one, then this might be your cup of tea too, because this is like, it's all in a similar vein and a similar thing of like that, those themes of magic versus religion and church and corruption and that kind of stuff. So anyways, but that was that. And so I think I will continue that series, because I'm kind of interested to see like what else, because I think that was like a complete source. Now I'm kind of interested to see what the other ones are gonna be. But anyway, so we're gonna stop the vlog here, because, you know, we finished some stuff. Whoo! But I will catch y'all next time.